In the previous video, we talked about how do we display a alert dialog in front of the user. And now let us continue our discussion and talk about this icon and also this button. So first of all, what this icon stands for. Now here if you notice, I have selected the alert type as information. Now if I change this information to, let's call it warning, and then run our application, then you can notice now the dialog icon has simply changed to somewhat related to the warning. That is, in case you want to display the user some warning, then you may use this alert type of warning. And here in case of warning, we again have the OK button. Now let us explore more and use alert type dot confirmation. Let us now launch our application. Now this time we have something called question mark, and down below we have two buttons, cancel and OK. Now since we have selected the alert type of confirmation, so that is why it is asking the user either to accept it or cancel it, like that. So now it makes more sense. For the confirmation we have two buttons, and for the alert type of warning and information we just had only one button of OK. Right, like this. And if I select here, let's call it dot error, then of course we will get something related to the error. So here we have the icon related to the error, that is, some error has occurred. So simply ask the user to acknowledge it, and then the user will press on OK to exit the dialog, like this. And now suppose here I am using the dialog type of information and running the application. So right now we just have OK button. Now what if I want to customize my dialog? That is, I want to have multiple buttons of yes and no, and based on the click event of yes and no, I want to perform some action. Unlike here where I am just pressing on OK and we are simply closing the dialog. So how do we customize the dialog button? So for that we need to write some code. So down below let us define our custom button. So for that we have a class of button type. Use button type from this package, and then let's call it yes button equal to new button type, and give the text as yes. And again let us define our no button, and give the text as no. And now how do we add these two buttons within our alert dialog? So for that we have to use alert dialog dot get all the button types, and then set our custom button by using setAll method, and pass yes button and no button in this sequence. Let us now launch our application. And there we go, we have got our custom buttons integrated into our alert dialog. Now if I click on no, and then if I click on yes, then in both the case we are actually closing the dialog, but we want our own custom code to be executed. So for that let us check out how do we handle the click event on these two buttons in the next video.